What's up guys, my name's Glitch and today we're going to find out if I am a good person. I mean, I am a good person, but I'm going to test that theory. There's this thing online called Moral Machine. A lot of people were doing this thing on YouTube a while ago, but you know me, I'm GlitchGameplays. I upload what I want whenever I want. It's basically like a test, so to speak. You look at certain circumstances, I guess I would say, and then you have to decide one thing that would happen or another thing that would happen. There's two options, and they're both bad, but you have to decide what one would be the least bad thing to happen, kind of, from what I've seen anyway. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna see if I'm good. Okay.
Disclaimer, if it says I'm a bad person, I'm still a good person. It's just not correct.
I just thought, hey, I'll do this because it seems like an interesting video. Probably will be demonetized almost instantly, but whatever. I don't care. Okay, so welcome to the Moral Machine, a platform for gathering a human perspective on moral decisions made by machine intelligence, such as self-driving cars. We show you moral dilemmas where a driverless car must choose the lesser of two evils, such as killing 2 passengers or 5 pedestrians. As an outside observer, you judge which outcome you think is more acceptable. You can then see how your responses compare with those of other people. If you're feeling creative, you can also design your own scenarios for you and others to use to browse, share and discuss. I'm not going to do that, but I could do some pretty dark things. Okay, start judging. Okay, so what should the self-driving car do? Hit into show description. In this case, the self-driving car with sudden brake failure will continue ahead and crash into a concrete barrier. This will result in dead 1 girl, 3 boys. Oh, okay, so if you go to the description, it goes into like more in depth of like their gender and stuff. Okay, cool. I mean, if I did look, I could probably tell that anyway, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't look. In this case, the self-driving car with sudden brake failure will swerve and drive through a pedestrian crossing in the other lane. This will result in 1 elderly woman dead, 1 elderly man dead, and 2 men. Oh, so this adds to it. Okay, these are all children, and these are old people. Okay, it's gonna sound mean, but I don't know. It's a very dark video to do, by the way. I do get that because there's one scenario where the kids die and they hit into the barrier, and then the kids are dead. They're young and they're just dead. But then there's the other scenario where they swerve and they hit the old people when they've lived most of their life. Still horrible, but less. But then the kids will kind of be in a shock because of it, and then they'll be traumatic and all this stuff, and then maybe that'll lead to something. I don't know. I'm still gonna go. I don't know. I'm still gonna go with the second one because I feel like they should protect the passengers. I don't know. Okay, so there's no people in there. Okay, this time. In this case, self-driving car with sudden brake failure will swerve and drive through a pedestrian crossing in the other lane. This will result in 1 man, 1 elderly man dead. And in this one, it'll continue ahead and drive through a cat and a dog. Oh no, not the animal. I feel like this one's pretty obvious. For me anyway. Still gonna get hate for it probably. Just to preface, I love animals very much. But in this scenario, I think I'd have to go with the cat and the dog. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a baby now. Oh, okay. And why is it only animals in this car? So in this scenario, there are 2 male. Why are they? Oh, so now it's getting more complicated. So the more you play, it's like, okay, so you did this. But what if they were working at Google? Okay, right, cool. 2 male athletes, 1 homeless person, 1 baby. So the homeless person just doesn't have a gender, neither does the baby apparently. And in this one, 2 cats and 2 dogs who are in the car for some reason. It's driverless. Who knows what will happen in the future? Then they all die. Male athlete, homeless person, and baby. Note the affected pedestrians are flouting the law by crossing on the red signal. Oh, so these aren't meant to be crossing, but they are anyway. I mean, it's not the baby's fault. I feel like I'd have to go with the animal one again. I don't know. So the homeless person, there's less people to be upset about it, I guess. That's still horrible to say, but like they're not living with anyone, I guess, so that's bad. The baby's really young, so that's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna have to do the animals again. I'm sorry, but that's just always what my mind goes to. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. So that's just gonna be 1 female executive and 1 male executive, but they are going when they shouldn't be. I feel like the guy should be the one who dies in this case because he's breaking the law, and so it isn't the car's fault and it's not the woman in the car's fault. Note that I don't care about that it's a male or female. I couldn't care less. But yeah, I'm gonna have to kill the guy because, you know, the car's just doing what it should be doing, and if they're breaking the law and crossing when they shouldn't be, then it's not going to be like, well, they crossed, they shouldn't be, but whatever, let's kill my passenger. I don't think that's how it should work. What should the self-driving car do? 1 elderly man and 1 elderly woman will die, and they are crossing they are abiding the law by crossing on the green signal. And in this case, the 2 people in the car will die. I'm gonna have to go with the old people. Oh no, so bad. You can't look like a good person playing this game. Like, there's no way. Either way, you're gonna be like, you killed that person? How dare you? And it's like, everyone's got different opinions, okay? This is me. This is if I'm a good person. If you want to do it, go ahead. There's nothing against that. I'm gonna have to bump off the old people. They are abiding the law, but they're older, so they've lived more of their life. Like, you don't know anything about, I don't know what their job is, I don't know if they've had a good life or a bad life. All I know is that they're old and they've lived a life. Obviously the man and the woman have also lived a life, but not as long and full of one. And assuming that these two elderlies are together, then they will die together. Ah, so beautiful. Except for the death part. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the old man and the woman, in a sense. I never thought I would say. In this scenario, a female doctor, a male executive, and a criminal will die. Ooh, okay, interesting. And this one, a female doctor, a male executive, a criminal, and 2 cats will die. So either way, a doctor, a male executive, and a criminal dies. But in one of them, a cat dies. 2 cats die. I feel like it's pretty obvious. Go with the one where the cats don't die. Less things die. Also, they're kitties, so everybody loves kitties. Easy one. 2 female athletes, 1 woman and 1 man. 2 large women, 1 large man, and 1 they put large instead of fat. Overweight. I can stop. So basically it's the same scenario, but it's that the ones in the car are healthy and the ones not in the car are unhealthy. Except for 1. I don't know, really, because I feel like the thing people would usually say is the large people, because they're more prone to death because they're overweight. I mean, how overweight are they? Are they just a little bit tubby? I don't know. They're large, that's all I know. And the athletes, I don't know, because the athletes could be obviously to be an athlete there's a lot of training that goes into it, so then if they die, then they've been training for an event, I guess, I don't know, or just to be fit, but they've been training for nothing because they're dying. But then the large people, and they haven't been training for anything, they've just been living a good life, and now they're gonna be killed. I'm gonna have to kill the large people. I mean, either way, like, 2 people in this situation, 2 normal people die, and in this one normal person dies. I'm gonna have to go with the people who are large, because I feel like if you're fat, then maybe you're happier, you're jollier, I don't know, Santa Claus, I don't know. There you go, it's done. I can't explain anything. In this case, 1 woman, 1 male doctor, 1 criminal, 1 baby, and 1 man. Note that the affected pedestrians are flouting the law by crossing on the red signal, so they're doing something illegal. There's a criminal, there's a baby, there's a doctor, there's a man and a woman. And in this one, a baby, a boy, a male doctor, and a homeless person die. Okay, so let's go down a bit. Either way, a child dies. Either way, a doctor dies, and either way, a baby dies. Oh no, so there's only 1 child who dies in the first one, there's 2 who died in the second one. I feel like I'd go for the first one, because on this, either way, a doctor's gonna die and a child's gonna die, but there's less children who are gonna die in this one, and a criminal dies at the same time, but there's more people who die. So the criminal people don't really care much about, so let's go with that. Then that'll be 4, and that'll be 4. I'm gonna go with the first one, okay, because the criminal, and because less children, I don't know, okay. Do you get my... I don't get my points. I don't... It's harder video than I thought. In this one, 2 female athletes. Note the affected pedestrians are abiding the law, so they're not breaking the rules at all. And this one, 2 regular women are dying, but they are flouting the law. Click this one, because they're breaking the law. That's just what I'm going to go with, okay. I don't know. I'm dumping too much thought into it. Okay, so 1 athlete, 1 executive, and 1 woman. I mean, 1 pregnant woman, all women. And this one, 1 female athlete, 1 female executive, 1 pregnant woman, 1 boy, and 1 man. Also realize that I haven't been paying attention to who's in the car and who's not, but I don't really care about that, alright? I don't see a difference. I mean, maybe I should have been like, I don't know, okay? So 3 people die on this one, and more people die on this one. I'm gonna go with this one then, because less people die, yeah? In this one, a man, a woman, and a criminal die, and the affected pedestrians are doing against the rules, and this one, a male doctor and 2 female executives die. A criminal dies in this one, and they're not going by the rules of the city, so they shall die. In this one, 2 homeless people and 1 criminal, and this one, 2 homeless people and 1 criminal. Oh, so they're both the same, but one of them dies in the car, and one of them dies. I feel like a self-driving car most of the time is trying to protect the people in the passenger seats, and so what they would probably do is drive over the pedestrians, but then again they're not trying to cause any accidents, but then again the brakes are failing, So, as they're both exactly the same people, I'm gonna go with the people in the car. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the people in the car. Just because they're in a more dangerous situation and the people outside aren't really, they're just walking across the street. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. 2 large women, 1 woman and 1 female athlete. 2 large men, 1 man and 1 male athlete. So now you're going with the, are you sexist? Ha ha ha. The effective lessons are abiding by the law. Okay, so in this one, no one's wrong. No one's wrong at this point. Yeah, so the people are crossing at the right time and the women are just in the car. BuzzFeed, no. I don't know. It's both exactly the same, but some are women, some are men. I'm just gonna go with the same logic as I did last time, that they're gonna try and protect the people inside the car. That's it, okay. Well, here you go. So, okay, cool. So, for me, I saved more children and killed more older people. Okay, yeah, that's just my brain. I feel like younger people, if they're in a situation, should be saved more because they've had less of a life and they should have more to experience. I don't, that's just my opinions. Saving more lives. It matters a lot for me, saving more lives, but for most other people it mattered a lot more. Well, not a lot more, only a little bit more. So I'm on the right track for the saving more lives. Protecting passengers mattered a lot to me because it's just because those last ones, okay. And for a lot of people they don't really care. Upholding the law matters more to me than not, and others care about that more than me, but okay. Avoiding intervention doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I didn't really care about that. I don't know. I feel like until the last few questions I didn't really care about that. Maybe I should have done? I don't really know. Humans. Okay. Gender preference. Oh. That's just because of the last question. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. That just makes me sound mean. But, like, if there was a question was like, would you rather save the woman or the man? And they just, like, shoot it. I would just pick randomly. I only picked to save the women on that one because they're the passengers. Like, I don't be like, you're feminazi, or you don't care about men, or you don't care about women. I just don't care. You're equal to me, no matter what. Species preference, middle for me. So they cared more about the humans than they did about the dogs. Okay, and I was bang in the middle. I don't care. If I had to kill a pet or a friend or someone in my family, I'd probably kill the pet. It gets horrible, but I don't know. I feel like humans do matter more to me, so I didn't really get that through on this, but okay. Age preference, younger. Mattered a lot more to me. Fitness preference, apparently, I don't know, that's just because I had to pick one. Social value preference, higher, only because you're giving me criminals. If someone's a criminal, then I feel like they less deserve to be saved than someone who abides the law. Controversial. Again, with these summaries are based on your judgment of a limited number of randomly generated scenarios to help us keep the survey short. Therefore, these results are not definitive. I think I read that wrong. Feel free to retake the service here, your results may vary. Okay. Our goal here is not to judge anyone, like here, but to help the public reflect on important and difficult decisions. This test is part of a research study on ethics of autonomous machines conducted as a data collection survey by scientists at the MIT Media Lab. Test takers were not informed of this in advance, so as to not influence responses. The data would prove invaluable for research into autonomous machine ethics in society. We're giving you the option to withhold your responses from the research data collection by clicking here. However, if you choose to permit use of your response data in the research, or anonymity will be preserved, and your response data will contribute to the advancement of scientific research. So I could use all of these things here to help with the science. I don't think I'm going to do that. I feel like if I did that, that wouldn't be a very good idea because I wasn't thinking too much about them. Like, I was thinking quite a bit, as you saw, but I feel like if I wanted to help science, I would put a lot more thought into it. I want you to be like, oh, I'll save them because I don't know. But yeah, that was the moral machine. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. It was actually quite interesting to do, like to see, like especially this bit, just to see kind of what it is. Oh, no, I don't want to do it again. Interesting to see my opinions and stuff put onto a screen so I could properly see it instead of just thinking it like all together, instead of just thinking it, if that makes any sense, I don't know. But yeah, if you want to go do this yourself, make sure I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go play it. If you want to help scientific research, even though I think this was made a very long time ago. I think it's still a thing, I don't know. But if you did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like down below and tell me in the comments what do you think of what you would do in these situations. Probably different than me. Also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Thanks for watching, stay with your friends, and goodbye.